What's going on, everybody? Welcome back, Jacked Up Fishing. Well, if you've been following me, I've been working on this John boat, making a gigging boat slash shrimping boat, just a trailable boat that we can go do anything on, beat up. Them are the funnest boats to have, honestly. But what I'm doing, on the last episode, we put the front deck in and it's all welded up. I grinded it down and everything, got it pretty good. Now I'm gonna be putting it on the front railing, and that's gonna be to mount all my lights and just have a little bit more security when we're doing gigging trips. So anyway, what I'm doing right now, I just hole sawed a bunch of holes, and what I'm gonna do is I got some tubing that fits the other tubing. I'm gonna put it in there, kind of like a rod holder. And that way I can remove this when I'm not using it for gigging. So what I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna put this piece of stock in here. We're gonna put it all the way in, but I'm gonna leave just a little notch up so I get a good ring around it. Not a trip hazard, but just a quarter inch up. That way I got a good ring of bead around it. That'll make it super strong. So this is exactly what I'm looking at, like just like this. So slide it in. It's nice and solid. This could also double up as a rod holder, which is pretty cool. So I'm checking it for level both ways. I got the boat leveled right now. It's pretty close both ways within the bubble there. Just double checking everything. I pushed it a little bit too much there. All right. Let's get to welding. So tack it in a bunch of spots. All right, so I just put the old Hobart to use again. Got all the pipes welded in. Let me show you what I'm doing here. So I found it's a lot easier to weld them sticking up higher, and I can get a good bead without going inside the pipe, and I can cut them off with a Sawzall or a cut-off wheel. But I put them all in there. You can see this one, and that's what I'm doing right there. It's a nice loose fit, so I can put some rubber or something around it. And I leveled them all out, and so when it's all done and I cut them off, this is what it's going to look like, just like this. And that was my test one. And I'll be able to go ahead, put the railing in, and we'll pull it out. So when I'm not using the lights, this also doubles up as a rod holder, which is pretty cool. So I'll be able to use them as rod holders up front if I'm just fishing or something. But this is going to be my trailer boat. I have a feeling I'm going to be using this little boat a lot back in some back creeks and stuff. Well, all right, that's it for tonight. It's starting to get dark. I'm going to clean everything up, and then tomorrow I'm going to get to bending some pipe and try to get this railing done tomorrow, or the next day. Try to the next couple days get the railing done. But it's coming out really cool, man. I'm getting pumped up. All right, well, I'll see you back out here tomorrow. So it's the next day. I've been grinding these all around here, making them good for the mounts for the railing. And now I'm gonna pull out the pipe bender and pull out the metal stock, and hopefully I can bend some cool bends and make this work. But let's get to it. So like I was saying yesterday, I built this bender. It's a Pro 32 or a Pro Series bender, but it uses JD squared dies. I was able to find an 1.5 inch die, like an aftermarket one, for pretty cheap, about 80 bucks. So that was a no-brainer. I also bought just normal 1.5 inch OD tubing. I got a 20-foot stick for the railing here. And I've never bent anything, but it's gonna be trial and error. I'm just gonna do like a good carpenter and measure twice, cut once, and hopefully get it. Right now I'm gonna see what the height of the railing is that I wanna use. So let me get to it and start measuring. Oh. I just measured everything. I wanted about knee high, the railing, so I measured about 20 inches, and then it goes down into the coupler for about 6 inches. So 26 inches. I measured from here to there. It's 26 inches. I'm gonna go ahead and bend to 90. That'll be my first 90, and then we'll go from there. So this bender is air over hydraulic. So I have it hooked up to my air compressor. and here we go. Let's start it. Make sure it's all tight here. There we go. All right, starting to bend. Yep, and we're looking for a 90. I'm just making sure everything's running smooth here. All right, it's bending. Just want to make sure that this is not kinking at all. That's the main thing. Want to make sure it's all sliding. Seems to be doing really well. We're bending. I'm gonna take it nice and easy. Keep coating that. I like it a lot. All right, that's all she's got. Hopefully it's a 90-degree bend. Looks like it's pretty close. So we'll check it out. I got the first bend made. Now I'm gonna work on the second bend. It looks to be about a 45. I got a little angle finder right here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bend it. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Let's see what we got. Yep, so I measured it with an angle finder I got. And what I'm looking for is 50 degrees. So here we go. We're at 20. 25. 32. Getting close, getting close. We're gonna bump it a little bit. There's 38. Keep going. Alrighty. Oh, good. A little more, a little more. It's 51. That's probably good. It'll probably spring back. Give it a 53. Keep going. Give it 3 degrees extra. Go ahead. And that allows for it to spring back a little bit. Alright. Looking pretty good so far. I got 2 bends done already. I'm gonna do another bend here, another bend here. I got a few more bends, but I think it might come out pretty good, man. Just gotta take my time, measure a bunch, and get it right. All right, so we're on the 4th bend. It's coming out pretty good. I'm measuring really good, making sure and just test fitting it, taking it out of the die. But so far, it looks pretty good. Coming out pretty good, pretty good. And I'll just show you. This is the 2nd bend on the very front, so it's a little tight in this area. Hopefully it comes out good, fingers crossed. Another thing I'm using is a digital angle finder. Got it from Harbor Freight. It seems to be working pretty good, so. Let me just make sure I'm gonna zero it out right here. All right, let's go. So what I'm doing is I'm leveling everything before I start, leveling it and make sure it's straight. Seems to be going pretty good. You can see right here. Well, I got the whole frame bent. It came out really good. I'm pretty stoked. This is what it looks like so far. I had to make one seam in the center. So you can see, that's what it looks like so far. Everything's kind of a loose fit right now, but it's pretty fun. I'm fabricating it all myself, which that's pretty cool too. I'm gonna wrap it up for the day. It's starting to get dark. Pretty pumped on the way it's coming out. Maybe tomorrow I can start putting the braces in, put all that in, and the bending's over, so that's good. I am gonna do a burn bar too. I got another piece of the 1.5 inch. I'm gonna do a burn bar with a cooler holder for the center as well. But for this part, I'm done bending. That's a good thing. All right, I'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, it's the next day. I'm back out here. This is where I'm at. I have all the bends made right here, all the way around. I did have to seam it in the center. I'm gonna weld it right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and start making the uprights here. I have a notcher that'll go, and it's a hole saw pretty much that I bought a long time ago. I never used it as well. I'm gonna show you it and show you how I'm gonna notch these before I weld them. But that's what I'm gonna do. Put it up right here, and it's gonna be notched, but it has to be notched perfectly, otherwise it doesn't weld very well. Let me show you what I'm talking about. What I got, I have a bench mounted, and it's in a vise right now, and it's a tubing notcher. What you do is you're gonna put the tubing inside the clamp, and you kind of measure it to see where you need. So I'm gonna need just a little bit more, just like that. Then you're gonna tighten this bad boy down. What it does is it keeps it nice and straight for you. Just like that. And I might need a little bit more. Let me go in just a little bit more. You wanna cut, kind of split the difference, if you will, of the hole saw. Just like that. Then you hook up your drill to this, just like that. And then you're just gonna push it. I probably should be using an electric one, to be honest with you, but I'm gonna use this Ryobi. All right, there it is. And then what you do is you just test fit it to make sure it fits on there good, which it does. See, and then what I'm gonna do is take it over to my sander and trim it all out, because it's kind of not good looking right now, but I'll show you when I'm done. So, I'm gonna make sure I get this first. And that's pretty much it. That's the way it should look, just like that. I'm gonna show you how it fits. Boom. Look at that. That's nice. That's a good fit. Nice tight fit. So I'm just trying to get everything laid out, and then I'll pull the welder back out. All right, so now I got them all coped out. It's called coping the metal. I'm just gonna tack it now and get it all right. Get it laid out good, and then that way I can come back and weld it all at once. So I'm just tacking it right now. Let me go ahead and throw a tack on there. All right, there it is, all tacked up nicely. That's what it's gonna look like right there. I'm gonna have another bar in between here to hold the lights maybe, or I might just weld tabs up here. I don't know. We're gonna find out how. Gonna see how sturdy it is first. But let me get the other side tacked that one. So I gotta make this cut, make it all seam together. So hopefully it goes together. let's go. All right, I got it all tacked up. Whew, that front piece right here gave me fits. But I got it all tacked up. That's the way it looks right now. That's gonna be the railing. Holds all the lights. Also something to grab onto when you're getting up and down. And when I do charters and stuff, it'll make it easy for people to get up and down and hold on so they don't fall out. So that's what it looks like so far. I'm gonna get to welding, bust it all out, and clean it all up. Well, I ran out of welding wire, so I ended up cleaning all the welds up, make them look better, because my welds look like crap. I also got my finger with the grinding wheel. That's always real good. So you see it, I don't have no guard on it. My bad. Anyway, so I got it all cleaned up. That's what it's looking like so far. Tomorrow, I'm gonna finish up these welds and be done with it, clean everything up. And that's what I'm gonna do. So that way I'm gonna mount up all the lights up here, right here and on the front. And then I'll be able to pull this thing off real quick and go fishing or whatever without the railing up front, which is really cool. But other than that, I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow when I clean this up and I'll show you how it works. All right, guys, we're back out here today. I'm hoping to be done with this fabbing, all the bending, all the welding today. That's the goal. I had to go get some more aluminum wire for my spool gun. I went and got some from Harbor Freight. I got the 53, 56 aluminum spool. It's better for strength. I'm gonna be grinding it down anyway with my welds, but that's what I got. We're gonna finish up this bar right here, and then I'm also gonna make a burn bar to hold the cooler in the center of the boat and get all that done. So that's the big deal today. Hopefully get it all done and get this thing ready for paint, start turning this corner. But let me get to it. Let me get this thing spooled back up. I'm gonna finish these welds on this bar, get it all prepped, and start bending up the burn bar. All right, so that's all welded up now. So now I'm gonna start bending up the burn bar, getting it ready to go, tack it together, trying to get all this done today. All right, so now I'm doing the burn bar. With the die I have, it only bends 90s. It doesn't bend 180s. So what I did was I had a test bend from earlier, and I made a 90 there, and then I'm gonna take and do another 90 and seam it in the center, grind it down, do all that. So, and I made it 36 or 37 inches tall, so I can hold on to it, drive the boat, and I also have some fish finder mounted on it with, you know, switches, all that good stuff. So all right, let me get to bending this bad boy. See you in a second. I'm pretty stoked how this thing's working. It really bends a good 90. No kinks, nothing like that. Took a little fine tuning, but I got it. All right, I'm gonna get it out of here, seam these two together, and then start making my last few bends. All right, so I got the two halves. I'm getting ready to tack them together right here. I've measured out for my cooler and everything on the bottom, and then I'll cut this other leg off over here. But right now, I'm just gonna go ahead, tack these two together, make sure they're fitting good, remeasure, and then weld it up. So I got them two pieces put together. This is what I got so far. And it actually worked out that we only need one more bend on each side to make the cooler holder. And then it'll be perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and make these bends right now. And then I'm gonna cope them, tack it on there. It's coming together pretty quick. Well, I got it all tacked together. There it is. Looks pretty good. I just gotta finish welding up everything. But it's gonna have a cooler. It's gonna sit inside there. I'm also gonna put a plate up here for switches and a fish finder. And this thing's gonna be Mac Daddy. I'm gonna get to welding this up, and then I'll put it in the boat and show you what it looks like. I got it all done. I'm pretty pumped on the way it came out. Check it out. This is what it came out like. I got the cooler mounted in there. I haven't welded it down to the floor yet because I gotta do a couple cleanup things to it. But that's it. I'm gonna mount a plate right around in between the two pipes for my switch panel and all that good stuff. But that's the way it looks so far. So I just gotta finish up these feet, make them sit right where it's sitting perfect, and then weld it down. I wanna clean up this floor a little bit as well, get it all right, get some drain holes in it, and get it ready. So the next time you see me working on this boat, I'm gonna be prepping it for paint. I'm gonna shoot it. I already got the paint and it's ready to rock. And then it's the fun stuff, putting the accessories on. But pretty much that's it for today. Got all these railings bent, got them all welded up. I'm pretty pumped on the way they came out. That's the first time I've ever bent pipe or tubing before in my life, so not too bad. I could have done a little better in some spots, but it's a gigging boat, John boat, you know. Leave a comment below if you have anything you think I should do to this boat, and we'll make it fun. Also, if you haven't yet, hit that like and subscribe button, and that's all I got for you. I'll see you on the next video. Jacked up.